Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the show. This is the road trip. Yes, it is Saturday. I'm smiling, and a lot of Arsenal fans are smiling. Yes, um, they talked about the. We'll get into it, but yes, the business time of the year. This is when we're supposed to make the big changes. That is happening. Good news for us. So I'm going to say hello to everyone, and then we'll get going. I'm expecting people to join me. They were all talking to me earlier. I think they like to come in late. They like to be, what is it called? Fashionably late, divas as they are. They don't like to come in on time. Plus, it's the summertime, so people are a little bit, I'll get there when I get there. Let me say hi to everybody. First off, that's Stephen out in Canada. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Yeah, it's going good. It's going good over here. Let's see, 64 degrees, which is really nice for this time of year. Not too hot, so that's really good. Got Stefan has joined us. Stefan, welcome to the show. All right, what are you doing? Oh, he's as you know, Stefan's into writing, but he's also loves his music. Uh, Fascinating documentary on music bootlegs. Cool. Yeah, everybody likes a bootleg. Yeah, yeah. And welcome to the show, Rosie. Thanks for dropping in. Hope you can stay with us for a bit, but we'll be good. We'll be here. Check us out. Everybody's saying hello, hello, hello. We'll see who else joins us in a bit. So it's Saturday morning. I'm smiling. Why am I smiling? Yes, yes, I'm smiling. Well, first off, I'm smiling because I'm finishing up. I'm actually had to do work last night, so that's almost over. Um, all I have to do is wait for something to complete, and then I'm good. But otherwise, I'm going to do my show anyways. So here we are. But also got the good news today, and this is good news for Arsenal fans. So some of you will be happy, some of you won't care. But Arsenal has got their man. Got their man. Yeah. What does it say? Yeah, yeah. Who likes the heat? Nobody does. Ricardo Calafiori has joined Arsenal. Pretty much, I guess it's 90% done. A couple of last hurdles to jump, but pretty much money will pass hands from Arsenal to Bologna and Basel. So yes, 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 yes. Arsenal has picked up a defender. We'll see where he plays. Everybody thinks he'll just play left back, and then we'll have a solid back line. I called it Cali, my Cali Gabby Sally Ben back line. All right, that might be our back line. Our strong back line, our first back line. If Calafiori can get it done, but we shall see. And before I continue on, I'll let the wee man join. And you guys know the wee man. You know who he is. Welcome to the show. It's Mr. Tom. Mr. Tom, how are you doing?
Hello, everyone.
Oh my gosh, look at that mug, people. Look at that mug. For those who
I've had it for
know,
years.
there's Mr. Leeds, but we also know there's a Dr. Leeds out there in the world, and he comes pretty much every season.
Yeah, multiple times.
They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Guys aren't eating any apples.
Yeah,
That doctor, that doctor keeps showing up. 102 degrees out there in Alberta. Ay, ay, ay. Hope you got air conditioning, or you're in your car, which has air conditioning. Yes, yes. Just when I, just when I think we men, I think. Yes, yes. The name
that's
sticks, man.
racist.
The
That's
name
racist.
sticks. How can we man be racist, man?
Yeah, racist.
I no, it can't be. I am for all people, even the small people of the world. Come on. I don't have any issues in anyone. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah. Oh, what is this? Usually elbow deep in chicken wings. Oh, yeah. You know what? That's usually later in the day. after lunch and dinner time. We catching him early here.
Already had a sandwich, toasted sandwich.
Yeah, but you don't do wings. Do you do wings much at lunchtime?
I have done, but like you say,
Wing for
very
you.
rare.
Yeah, yeah. Wings at lunchtime is good, but wings at dinner time, yeah. So I was talking about Arsenal just picked up a defender. Surprise, surprise, as I've been saying in a lot of chats this morning. Arsenal has now picked up a goalkeeper and a defender in a, I want to say, consecutive uh, summer window. I think we've done it pretty much every summer window. We picked up a goalkeeper and a defender. I think we're done with defenders.
I don't think it's unfair to suggest you are.
I think we're good with defenders, Arteta. I do. And here we go. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me see. I call my son Wee Man, and he's 6'3". So there you go. See, sometimes it's a state of mind, Mr. Tom. Sometimes it's actually the way you look, but it all depends. Yeah. Mr. Ryan has joined us. For those who know Ryan, Mr. Arsenal podcast. Hey, is it safe to speak about Arsenal goalkeepers here? You can speak. You can always speak about it. It
You can
doesn't mean
speak
I
about
won't go after
everything.
you. Hey, yeah, exactly. I
I mean,
will respond how I respond, and that's just comes with the territory. But the Arsenal women just picked up a goalkeeper, a young Dutch goalkeeper. So I think Ryan and I are on the same page on this one. That might hopefully soon to be our new number
sorry,
one.
I have a question about Arsenal women goalkeepers.
Yes.
How comes your goalkeeper is not Mary Earps? Because last year you were all talking about her, and not you all. Sorry, this is unfair to say. Gary was not like this.
I would have liked to have her for sure. I
But
think they didn't want to spend the money. And also, when
didn't want
you
to spend.
re up on your current number one goalkeeper, it kind of sends a message that, Mary Earps probably isn't in your plans.
I think that is right.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I think Mary Earps would have been perfect for what we need. We need to make sure goalkeeper has no questions, and right now, questions at that goalkeeper spot. Yeah, yeah.
To
Even with
be
the new
fair,
one.
why
Yeah.
shouldn't she choose the money, Ryan? Like you're all gonna sit and perpetuate this narrative because she's evil, because like she didn't choose Arsenal,
Yeah.
but she has a
Colonel Ward, welcome
responsibility
to
to
the
her
show.
family, surely.
Yes.
And lady footballers are paid significantly less, so why
Yes.
would she not
Very
get the
true.
most that she can?
It's true about that. Colonel Ward has arrived. Do you think he gets the red carpet, Mr. Tom? What kind of carpet you giving Colonel Ward when he steps to the stage?
Like your old worn out carpet, which is like it's got what's the word, like nuggets of cash in it.
Yeah.
And
That's what you're getting. That's what he's getting. It's got holes through it and stuff, and you can get pricked by the little staples from the carpet. The kind of carpet you're thinking of.
I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, probably. Right, and before you all go, oh, why are you picking on Colonel? I'm getting in there first in case I'm the one he decides to start shitting on today.
Yeah. Colonel has a wheel of fortune, and you don't know what fortune, or how fortunate you will be when he hits when your name comes up.
I know that's right.
Yeah, you know what, Stephen, you're right. I guess I said defense. I meant defense, but that defensive back line I think now is solid. I think we're good. But yes, Partey, we need to either keep Partey and hope and pray to the football gods. I don't really pray, but pray to the football gods essentially that he will stay healthy for half the season. Otherwise, we need to get a good answer there.
More importantly than anything, hello to Philip Senior.
Yes, Dad's in the house. Says hello to. He says hello to Mr. Tom. Yeah. Hello,
You
Dad.
got a good morning. I got good afternoon. Oh, because of the timing.
Yeah, he's with you, man. He's hanging out right down the street from you, man. Come on.
It was one of them. I started word vomiting, and I realised no, he's actually right. So, no, fair enough.
Yeah, Dad's in London.
You are stating facts, Ryan, but I'm just pointing out that you all last year were talking like you're definitely going to get her, and she's the world's best goalkeeper, and she's amazing. And now it'll be, well, she's not amazing.
Oh, I see. That's the thing. I don't think you're going to get that here. You want that so you can smile and have something to poke fun at, but that's not going to happen here.
No. I don't expect it in here, but I know over on Ryan's channel it's going to be that aplenty.
We'll see. We'll see if they're going to say that. I think they would be kidding themselves if they said that, but that's just me. So yeah, she chose the money, and you know what?
He's
Arsenal
Mr.
didn't want to pay.
Arsenal after all.
Yeah, and you know what? Arsenal should have the money, but I think the not finishing tops of the table.
Be one of these for Arsenal. Ryan should actually get that. If he can.
There you go. Don't get me started on goalkeepers. Steven says. Bargav joins us. Welcome to the show, Bargav. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Big turnout.
Yeah. So, Mr. Tom, who's the English coach? You think?
My understanding is that it's probably going to be Lee Carsley because he'll be the cheapest option.
So they're going to basically not do anything that might help the team in the long term.
They've already employed. He's already employed.
So they don't even have to.
Under-21 manager, like Southgate was the under-21 manager.
So nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
It's going to be more of the same. Admittedly, I don't know if he plays more. I don't watch England under-21. So I don't know whether they actually do deploy a more attacking tactic. I hope for our sake, for the sake of our eyes and our enjoyment, it is a more attacking tactic.
Yeah.
But he's not paid to attack. They're paid to win. And arguably, they're gonna say that Southgate was successful in that endeavour more than not.
You know what? There's levels to this thing. Yeah. Has he taken them levels from where they were before he joined? Yes. Was that the goal? No.
Yeah.
It's one of the milestones, but it's not the goal. The goal is to have England finish a tournament with a trophy. That's the goal. The milestones, yes. The team unity, players wanting to play for each other, all that, yes. The hostility between teammates when they come in from different clubs, gone. Everybody plays for everybody, it seems, right? People come on, they perform, right? All those things we saw, they just weren't done. It's like you had all the right ingredients, but your instructions were just wrong. You put the salt in too soon. You put too much salt in. You burnt it a little bit. You cooked it too long. It's dry. All those things. That's Southgate. A cook with all the ingredients, and he took a filet mignon and he cooked it well done. Guess what? It don't taste good. It's dry.
That's not true. Well done steak is excellent.
No. A well done chicken?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, well done.
Well done steak? No. You don't want a well done steak.
Actually, that's very Gordon Ramsay-ish of you, though. Go, pig beef, maybe. Pig chicken, no chance. That's the PG version of it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hope they need a bigger name than some U21 coach. I'm sorry. If they learned anything from the last one they just hired, they need a bigger bump. Like he's gonna start all over again. They don't need that. They need somebody to take them where they are today and go a little bit further. Go a little bit further.
I don't believe that's true, Bargav.
Yeah. So
it was put out there for social media clicks because it would get the exact. Basically, if you read it on a football page where they basically said Serena Riegman is in consideration, that's not her in consideration. That like if Football Funnies puts that out on Facebook or whatever, that's their opinion to get people to comment and click on it. It's not based on anything.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm not saying she's incapable. I by far would be one of the least offended if that actually happened. But by the same token, she's not in consideration based on, and I don't know that to say that confidently, but my point is more, it's always suggested to get clicks, which it will, because the amount of people that would be upset by that even being suggested will be higher than the people who wouldn't, and the people that are upset by it are going to comment on it, and the pages that post it are going to be laughing all the way to the bank with their ad revenue and all that.
Yeah. I hear you. This is where you're talking about the new manager. Liam is on odds to become the New England boss. I have not applied. Did you apply?
I considered applying for it, but I figured
But you had to do your hair, and it was just like, which one do I do? Do I apply for the England job, or do I get my hair done?
Yeah, but no, it was more the fact that I weren't willing to take a pay cut this time.
So 0 versus you have to pay them kind of thing. Yeah, I get that. Who wants to pay when you can like keep your money at least, whatever you have? So I get it.
I've got my eye on the true big job in football.
Okay, which one is that?
Leeds United manager, of course.
Leeds United. All right. I don't think you're even at the Marsh level, so I'm sorry that I went there. Yes.
I know more about football than Jesse Marsh. I can tell you that right now. I don't care if he's got a UEFA Pro license.
Yeah.
I can't even say it right. I went to say pro license. What's a pro license? It's not even a word. But still, just Jesse Marsh fell into that Copa America semi-final.
I hear that.
You won't say it, but deep down, you know it's true. He managed to be on the half of the draw, which was designed to get Argentina to the final, because they made sure that Argentina didn't play anyone decent.
That's what they did.
That's not I'm disrespecting Canada. It's realistic. That's not true. Stefan Leeds won 3-0 last night at Harrogate. I'm sure he is misfit. But wait until you get a result you don't like, and he sits there telling you that all the metrics were like he was unlucky, because he never turns around and says, you know what.
Is that me or is that you?
It's quite the change.
I don't know if it's freezing on your side or on my side. So
it was probably my side.
All right. So whoever gets the England job will be sympathetic to the bozos who know bugger all about football at Cell Square. Clough was correct years ago. Yeah.
Brian Clough is a moron. Mm-hmm. I don't care if he won the Champions League with Nottingham Forest. Moron.
Yeah. And Stefan, I don't know what he won. Did he win something with the kids? Yeah, you know what? Once again, there's levels to this thing. Like, if you just because you won with the kids doesn't mean you're gonna win with the adults, or the senior players. So, yeah. And it sounds like he didn't win anyway. So there you go. Yeah, nothing. He was just throwing it out there.
No,
look at Join says.
Question is sorry, that was Steve Cooper. Steve Cooper was the coach of the team that won was it under-17 World Cup or something like that?
Okay.
It was actually Steve Cooper, and then he went from there to Swansea, and then to eventually ended up at Nottingham Forest.
Yeah. We're going to have to catch up on some of these. So we're going to say hi to Brownie, who joins us. Welcome to the show, Brownie. Brownie will be bringing you guys some history lessons on where he's been in football and clarifying things when I say it wrong. So there you go.
It keeps you all honest. Honest.
Yes,
where is the big Care Bear, Sam Greenwood? Has he been deported again from Norway?
Man never was deported. He decides he goes where he wants to go. And if he wants to show up here, he'll show up. Yeah, it must be true. You read it on the internet. That's true. Anything you read on the internet, 99% true.
Definitely true. Don't get me like I say. I could put out there a thing, and like as long as you have a fancy background and that, and if I turn around and then went, oh, Wiegman's definitely going to get the England job, there will be some people that would see that and then go, rumor. I can make up that rumor, and people will run with it because they know it's going to get clicks and because they kind of want it to happen.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah, you're right about this, Stephen. Carsley would be a similar to like, all right, we have Nketiah, we have a striker. Yeah, but do you have a proper striker? Do you actually have a player, someone who's actually going to be able to do the job? One, you don't know. Two, he hasn't shown that. So there you go.
I'm picturing the Arsenal misfit in front of a mirror. It's like the meme. It's like, it's not about Eddie Nketiah, but you make it about Eddie Nketiah.
Yeah, but you're going to say something good about him soon, so that's kind of par for the course as well. Leeds only won 2-1 last season.
No, that's not true. That's incorrect. Leeds beat Rangers 1-0. So it was like the Leeds youth team beat the Rangers academy, but it was technically Leeds versus Rangers. We won 1-0.
Okay.
Obviously.
So there you go. So you got a clean sheet. So there you go.
Yeah, but then we won against Harrogate last night, 3-0. Goals from, well, we'll get to that. But Rutter scored and a young lad scored. And I've never heard of him. I think his name was Sam Chambers, something like that. And I looked at him, I thought, we're playing a 12-year-old. He looked like they'd literally just plucked him out of school. Look at that. He had such a happy face when he scored. I mean, to be fair, but the first goal score's the best one.
Cool.
Because you've seen the photo, Gary.
There you go.
But I thought I'd bring it here. My favourite MILF in football. We've all got a favourite MILF in football.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's crazy is you can't even see the mustache, so it's not real. You know what I mean? It's not real. It's kind of hard to see the mustache. So what are they doing here? If you're gonna show Furpo and you don't show and you can't see the mustache, then is it really Furpo? Is it really Furpo? You're freezing again. I don't know. That might be me.
Because of the heat, freezing. It's the internet's bugging because of heat.
Yeah.
Anyway,
hey, Chris Nix joins us. Welcome to the show, Chris Nix. Any good news on your side?
Chris.
Which team does he support now? I get all confused. Is it Liverpool?
It was Liverpool, then West Ham, but I think he's changed because he hasn't took up the option for the season ticket at West Ham, if I remember rightly.
Okay.
If I remember my Chris Nix law, is not taken. So I'm assuming he will get another club season ticket, and that'll be his team.
Yeah. Colonel Ward would be a better manager for Leeds. They haven't come calling yet, though. Yeah. Colonel Ward, did you turn your phone on? Yes.
I can name at least 5 managers that would definitely be worse than Colonel Ward, who was actually employed by Leeds.
Yeah. No, Bargav, you're right. I mean, U.S. and England is closer to winning any trophy in international football than the U.S. Well, I guess when you talk about World Cups, definitely England is closer to that. I know U.S. has won the local tournaments or domestic tournaments and stuff like that, but World Cup we're not there yet. Olympics for the women starts next week. That's right.
By local tournament, do you mean the We Play Mexico?
Well, I mean the regional, the regional ones is what I mean. So yes, when we have to play Mexico to win a trophy kind of thing. Yes.
We indulge Jamaica and St. Kitts and Nevis and let them think they can play us, but eventually it's just a United States Mexico.
Very true.
Final.
Very true.
Generally, I mean, I'm not knocking it. You all can't help the geography.
Yes.
It is what it is.
Yes.
Right. So I'm not.
But you're the best team in the UK, is it? Can I say that? Or
I would argue we are.
Yeah. So there you go. It's regional. Yes. So what does Brownie bring to us today? Do you want to read it in typical Brownie fashion?
No. I kind of agree with this, but I don't at the same time. So the more I think I agree with it, the more I realise I don't. Alvaro Morata release clause is 13 million. Surely I would have thought a Premier League club would take that risk rather than him going to AC Milan. I believe most of the scouts in Premier League level have eyes, and that's why none of them have taken up Alvaro Morata's contract because, well, you saw him play for Chelsea. But in his defence, he's not the only big name striker. I'll say big name. He's not the only expensive striker that has not done well at Chelsea. There's probably about 2 in the last 15 years that have done well, to be fair. But it's what it is.
Yeah. No, I mean, I mean, I don't know about you, but I feel like he's Richarlison and all, in terms of what you get out of him. Consistency in front of goal? No. I mean, he just plays on a really good Spanish team. Like when they were, did he score any of those goals in the semis or finals? I mean, I don't even know if he was in the one goal through the middle. I don't think that was him. He might have been in there, but he's not that kind of a striker that stands out. So for 13 mil, that's probably about right. But that doesn't mean that's not what our Premier League teams want, right?
The only reason Morata gets picked for Spain is because Rodrigo plays in Qatar. Otherwise, Rodrigo would be up front for Spain. Because he retired from international football, taking Qatari money, which I'm not knocking him for, because it's a good gig if you can get it. And I would take that over playing in the Championship. But so I'm not knocking him, but it's not a dig. But the reality is that who does Spain have? What other Spanish striker is there? Because basically they're all attacking midfielders.
Yep. 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 No,
that's
I'm
an
with you.
interesting take, Bargav, with Jesse Marsh drinking beer after stand. I mean, I'm sure he did. I know he did. I don't know why I said that. I believe we stayed up in spite of him. Basically, we stayed up because Rafinha is great and held his nerve under pressure and scored a penalty, crucial penalty, more than anything.
Yeah.
I'm not just. We had individual moments where certain players dragged us out of trouble, which you need in those situations. Same as Ipswich had individual players that dragged them into the Premier League. Like you need that sort of thing, and arguably, yeah, Ipswich obviously their tactics, McKenna did really well, things like that. But I just think Jesse Marsh was really fortunate that he had Rafinha, and then played a formation which was designed to limit Rafinha, which was fascinating. It's like you half our team are quality wingers, and then you play through the middle. Same with Canada. I'm pretty sure their best players play out wide, but he's like, nope, the ball should go through the middle. It's like, yeah, but anyway, sorry, I'm rambling on. But
yeah,
not a fan.
Yeah.
Not a fan of him, Jesse Marsh. And I'll openly say this.
You know what?
If I met him in the street,
That's probably the
perfectly
first time
polite
I've
to him.
heard that. I don't really understand why. I don't know. Is it just? Oh, you know what? It's probably because you hate Americans. It's probably what it is.
That is kind of it. I mean, I hate the American culture. I hate their wrestling. I hate their sports.
You hate their wrestling.
It's too loud and brash for my liking.
You hate the
exactly
wrestling.
my liking. It's exactly my liking. But
you like chicken wings, don't you?
Wait, are you going to imply that
No,
America invented chicken wings?
No, I'm not.
That's a great question. You know what?
Yeah, I guess we'll find out who created the first chicken wing and gets to claim it as their own. Oh, man. Chelsea has been such a shambles that I found it had to really evaluate their players.
Oh,
really difficult to evaluate their players.
this
Yeah,
is
you know what? That
surprising.
is true. Coaching make well. That's the thing. If you look at the English squad, right? If think about this, if you said, they said all these players, their how they did in the Euros is how, you know how clubs would look at them in terms of purchasing them, right? Buying them, transfers and stuff like that. So, what England team or player do you think value went up
I actually
because
think
of the
that's the
Euros?
least of Chelsea's problems right now, because half the Chelsea team think one of their main players is racist. Sorry, not their main player, the most expensive player. They believe he's a big dirty racist, and it's hard to argue against that. But at the same time,
Oh
it's
yeah,
like that's
I
not
have not.
really great
That's
for
that's
the.
funny you bring that up. Not funny, but that's interesting you bring that up because I have not really spoken about it. But yeah, yeah, that whole thing there, that's a little, yeah, and it sounds like it starts at the top. What the president and vice president seem like they're like, that's just their song. That's our song. That's what we sing. So they care more about France than they do about winning a trophy, right? It's one of those things where it's like, the Arsenal fans, are going after the team, that North London team, even though the North London team has done nothing to warrant any kind of response at all. All right. Like, why are you going after them? France had nothing to do with the Copa America. You just won the Copa
I,
America. Where does France even come into that? That's where, like, what one? It doesn't make any sense because, like, what are you
that's
like? You,
no,
like,
you're right. Because my understanding of it, and I don't know if it's right, was that they were singing about France on the pitch after they won the Copa America.
yes,
But I've also read, again, I don't know if it's true, but it clouds my thinking on it, was that it was a footage of them after they won the World Cup. But I don't know when it actually. Either way, it's wrong. Like
yeah,
it's a basically the lyrics of the song are terrible for a
yep,
start. Like
yep,
you've not even made it catchy or funny. But
yeah.
at the same time, it I was sat here like, all right,
Yeah,
so
if you're gonna make it, if you're gonna make it funny, right? Then it would be about all nationalities that are French, but their heritage would be somewhere else, right? If it was gonna be funny, because then you could see like, I'm gonna make a point of this. Like if you came from, you know, you're French, but you're really from Belgium, so really are you French?
well,
Kind of thing.
Brownie
You know,
did say to me in defence of, because I asked him about this on his show on, I believe it's Thursday, and he told me that initially it was about Neymar, but obviously when Neymar sort of dropped out of prominence and they lost the World Cup they lost to France in 2018, I believe.
yeah, yeah,
That then they changed the lyrics. I'm not saying it makes it right, but
yeah,
it's like they've not made it up specifically for France. Basically, they've long been racist fucks. Basically,
yeah, yeah,
essentially.
yeah.
Um, but I suppose I didn't know how you doing, Sam. Should let Ryan on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do you want to send the link or you want me to?
I can do it.
All right, cool, cool.
Bear with me.
And see, yeah, weird how football goes. If you know, yeah, no, no. Like I said, that whole thing. Like I said, I feel like it's a national thing. So it's not even it's showing up as football players doing it, but it's like it's gotten political because the politics of they think it's all right. They think it's
Well,
all right.
Gary, my
Like
main thought on it, right? It's quite simply, it's not a complicated thought at all. It's like if
yeah,
you're all comfortable doing it on the pitch in a football match,
yep,
after a football match, sorry, what are they saying in private?
exactly, exactly. Yep,
And they
yep.
go, oh yeah, it's the let me tell you something. On my greatest day ever, my first intention was I'm being swept away with the emotion, so I'm going to sing a racist song.
Yeah, that's what? What? Like, and not only that, but you're singing it about a team that you didn't even beat. Like if you were going after Colombia and you said it, I would get like, all right, you got into the emotions. You're playing Colombia, you don't like them, whatever reasons, you're gonna go after them hard. Yeah, kind of makes sense. But like you said, like that's their celebratory song that they're gonna sing whenever they win a trophy. Nah, nah. You know what? And I am surprised. You know, and I'm kind of surprised. I would have thought that Messi would have said something, but maybe he thinks the same way. You know, does that put him in a different light? Because if he, you know, does he sing those songs too? Does he feel the same way? That would put him in a terrible light. I don't think anybody wants to do that because they see Messi as as they say, the goat of football. But
I think I
his team has shown something that is pretty bad.
if Lionel Messi wasn't part of that team,
Yeah.
I think they wouldn't get away with half as much as they do, as in like their perception.
Yeah.
Basically, because Argentina are not the team; it's Lionel Messi. The perception from a significant portion of the football landscape or zeitgeist is that France played Messi, Mbappe played Messi in a World Cup final. It was basically like in the 90s when like you'd get Michael Jordan playing against who was it? Utah Jazz, Malone was it? Malman Malone or whatever. But it's changing. Like stars are becoming more prominent in the eyes of the audience.
Yes. Yeah. No, you're right about that. If Messi wasn't there, what would happen? I mean, if Messi was on the bus, it doesn't matter if he was singing or not. If Messi's on that bus, and Messi's probably been on a bus where they've been singing that, at least it's like in all the years that he's played with that blue shirt on for Argentina, it sounds like that's the song they sing. Right? That's what they're telling us. That's the song they sing. So he's actually been on a bus, probably, where that song has been sung by the teammates.
It's like, Ian Pincushion, who used to come in our chat and stuff.
Yeah.
He said, the controversy over the Willie Nonto song that Leeds fans sung before Willie Nonto basically tried to become a traitor as fuck. Basically, he would go, "Oh, I don't like the controversy of the song," and I was like, "Well, I think people are right to be upset about that song." But he was like, "Well, why? Like, it's like woke or blah blah blah." I was like, "No, my biggest issue with that song about Willie Nonto is that it's shit. It's not even funny. It's you've not even portrayed an old stereotype in a funny way. Like, you're just talking about the stereotype. It's rubbish. It's terrible. If anything, I think the Leeds fan that made it up should be embarrassed. Don't get me wrong, I'm going to hypocrite myself here because I racially abuse Jesse Marsh all the time. So
you racially abuse him? Racially?
Jesse Marsh, yeah. Well, I don't know if you know this, Gary, but I am black. So.
Okay, sorry. It's because of the light. It's because of the light.
It's because of my Jackson, isn't it?
It's because of the light. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, Sam is, he's a busy man, Sam. So we will, like I said, we will see him more probably when the season comes about. But yes, yeah, he's around. We chat in the DMs and stuff. So he's chilling. He's still enjoying whatever's going on in the world of football. So yeah, now like I said, that whole thing, just to top it off, I don't know, is, as some people said, something should happen, and Chelsea might do something. I think the players in Chelsea probably would expect something to happen, but I think in general football should make something happen. It's not a good look for football. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's bigger than Argentina because this thing is happening all around, right? We've seen it, and we've seen Vinny Jr. go through a lot of some things, and I think he's crying on tape and stuff because he's going through some of these things, right? This is a bigger problem than just Argentina. And if FIFA and UEFA and all of that are not UEFA but CONMEBOL or whatever are all about football in general, then they will have to make a decision on this. Yes, I get there's hostilities between the two, but in this day and age, these guys are playing with each other on a regular basis, as we know. Like Enzo has how many players that he's played with over the last couple of years that are French and of African descent? So it should touch home a little bit. Like, what's he supposed to do when he arrives in London? You know?
That's long been a contention with the French team, is
Yeah,
because there's a big the
yeah,
perception. Like, for example, with Holland, there was a documentary about the French team in 1996 and 98. Like, it wasn't made then. It was, but it didn't come out then. Basically, it was about the racial tensions in France. I can't remember what it was called,
yeah,
the documentary, but it's interesting about
yeah,
how there was a big divide in France over the amount of French black players that obviously turned out did not originate from France,
yeah,
but French colonies. And obviously, their best ever player was born in Algeria, like Zinedine Zidane.
yeah,
He's not French, technically.
yeah, yeah.
It was like, oh, but you'll take the trophies that you get from Zidane. But
I mean, that is how this world. They talk about the melting pot, and then, in the States they always talk about a melting pot, but it happens. It's everywhere. You just don't, you don't think of it that way that much, but it's the same thing. How many people are actually American? Not many, not many. All right. Yeah. Everybody comes from somewhere, to tell you the truth, but what is it like? Even those who think they are Argentinian, most of them are not. If you go down their family tree to find out where they actually originated
you'll
from.
find
Yeah,
a lot of Argentinians descended from the Nazis.
yeah. So it's yeah. Oh, well, there you go. I
Because
mean,
obviously they had
yeah,
to flee to somewhere where they
yeah.
couldn't get found and extradited, etc.,
True.
for their war crimes.
There you
And
go.
like you said, everyone comes from somewhere.
Yeah, yeah. I'm personally looking forward to seeing this happen. I don't know about you, but
Well, on to be
so
fair,
let Ryan
Sam
come on
Greenwood
so you can
is a
digitally
witty
slap him.
fucker, so he
Yeah,
probably could.
yeah. So there you go. So we'll see if that happens. We're good for Cardiff. But the English press are hypocrites about this Argentinian song because they're conveniently forgot about the German bomber song. Yeah, it's it's always good to what does it say? Those stones should live in glass houses or something like that.
Yeah.
Yep. So there you go.
You
Everybody, everybody
anyone.
doesn't. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, sorry, Gary. I was just going to say, anyone that gets on a soapbox about something will have something else that they probably shouldn't
Yeah.
have.
Everybody's
Like,
got. You know what? Everybody has skeletons in the closet. Things that they hope stay there. But everybody's either said something or done something in their past
it's like
that
the
is
amount
not
of people
which
like
is not right, and it's definitely not right today.
the amount of people out there who will be like, I don't buy anything that is like unless it's fair trade or whatever, but then they'll use a mobile phone that was made in a sweatshop or
Yeah.
something like this, like for example. And the point is that if you'd have to work very hard to live your life not doing something that's problematic to someone,
Yes.
but you can mitigate it by generally just not singing racist songs when you win a tournament in football.
True. True. Yeah. And
Generally speaking, it's probably
yeah.
a lot easier to not sing that song than it is to sing that song.
Yeah. You have, like you said, you have. It's a big stretch to go. Yeah, we won this trophy. To yeah, we're gonna scream about France, and yeah, we're gonna make it racist. That's just oof. Yeah. It's a mindset, and like I said, it's something that's learned, and it's something that's happened. When they were young, they think it's all right. Right? They still think it's all right, and even though they're well traveled, right? And I don't know why I put that up, but I'm moving on. So yeah, did I say hi to everybody that's joined since? Yeah, I think I have. So nobody new
Yeah,
has joined since.
Rosie started out earlier in the
Yeah,
show.
doing well. Yeah, pretty hot. To be fair, I thought it was more against the trans community than racist.
Oh, they tried. in their
Yeah.
defence, they did try to attack a lot of people. They wasn't just solely focusing on the Congolese. They were
Yeah.
like, no, we want to upset the trans folk too. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, I kind of admire that. Like,
Yeah.
in that you just like you're going full
It's
terrible.
not a targeted racism. They're going to go all out. Everybody gets a piece of it. Everybody gets
Yeah,
their nah. Yeah, no, like I said, it's something that I hope that football fixes it. There should be some penalties for Argentinian teams. Some of those players should, you know, they should know that. It's one of those things where it's not right, but do you actually know why it's not right? Like, what could somebody say to an Argentinian fan that they would be ready to fight? Right? Because I know there's got to be there's something, because everybody has something that if they said it to you, you'd be like, nah, dude, that's not right. Right? That's basically what they did. They think it's funny. They think it's just part of the culture, the heritage of the club. But there's something that if you said to an Argentinian person, they would be like, nah, let's step outside. All right? That's basically what they did. They think it's funny. It's not used in a funny way because it's only targeting a certain set of peoples. And nowadays you gotta be good with your jokes. Nobody's laughing at that, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing Sam says, and you look at all these teams and all these players came from. All right, if they would decided to go and play for their parents' countries, football would be so much fun because now you have some of the best players playing all around the world. Right, AFCON would probably look totally different. Right, European football, England might even have a chance. Think about it. England might actually have a chance if everybody stayed home. you know, everybody went back home, as somebody said. But yeah, yeah, everybody's got skeletons. Yeah, see, yeah, Sam, I know you probably do that with your skeletons. Dress them up.
Rosie, how did Rangers get on against Leeds United in midweek?
Yeah. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah. What's this here? Yeah.
Argentina should be banned from near future World Cups and Copa games and stripped of their titles, trophies. Individual clubs need to take. I get the sentiment behind that, but at the same time, taking the trophy away from them doesn't mean they never won it, and the sentiment won't change from that because their racist behaviour isn't cheating in the scope of a football tournament.
Yeah, it's not a good look for the league, and we've seen most football leagues do things because it doesn't look good for the league, right? And they have nothing to do with football. A lot of times, it's just data perception and how things look. Like if you're talking about marketing your sport, how in the world do you say? How do you turn this on its head and say it's all right? Nah. That's why something has to be done. It's not good, right? It's not good. It's not good. So they need to do something to show that they actually mean what they say when they say football is for the people. Because right now, it don't seem like it. Yeah, doubt titles get stripped. Yeah, and Rosie, I'm not even putting that up because that scares me. I'm not even putting that comment up. Sorry. It's just what she put up. Yeah, yeah, that's scary. But we'll see what happens there.
Speaking of him, did
Oh,
anyone happen
that's
to
why I didn't
catch
want to. That's why I didn't want to even put it up. Now you're gonna have to
Did anyone
comment
happen
on
to
it.
catch the Republican National Convention where I found it? Do you know what I found truly fascinating about it? The 30. I only see 30 seconds of it.
Yeah.
It's obvious what 30 seconds I saw. The one where my childhood hero just absolutely went insane and just went back into his 1980s wrestling character. Did the full gimmick and stuff, and I was like, Terry, what are you doing, mate?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
still.
That's it's yeah. Yeah. Makes
Obviously,
you.
I know we don't get into
Yeah.
Well, they called it Rangers B, but apparently you put a few first teamers in there. Anyway,
yeah.
but still,
Yeah.
obviously I know we don't really do politics on here, but I personally think Hulk Hogan's performance in that 30 seconds, he should get the nomination. Personally, but
he might be better at the job. So
I doubt that.
he might be. I said might be. So if others can get that position, then it doesn't, right? I mean, we've seen Arnold Schwarzenegger be the mayor of California, so anything's possible these days.
I still find it amazing that a man that, in all likelihood, probably has Alzheimer's. Not to mock Alzheimer's, but obviously Joe probably does exhibit the tendencies of someone that does. Is going to be up against the host of The Apprentice for the job of essentially the figurehead of America, which I think says a lot.
Yep. That's how far they drop, and that's how far they want to correct what they consider mistakes of the past. All right. They want to correct the mistakes of the past, and like I said, I don't really get into it, but their mistakes are just allowing others to be president, basically. So yeah.
At least we don't have.
Yeah, you know what? This is Stefan. This is kind of me. I don't really care who you are, what you are, where you live, all those types of things.
He ruined that in the next sentence, though.
Yeah. He does. The last part of that sentence basically
Which
says,
then shows he actually does give a shit
except you people, right?
About
basically.
who you are. Right, generally.
But you know what? That the first part is legit. The last part is like, I'm gonna, it's jokes, right?
Well,
Those
no,
are jokes you can laugh at.
The post after it.
Oh, sorry, yes. So, well, he said even Norwich fans, but then also, Tories
which
as well.
means you kind of don't accept people for who they are.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Sometimes people aren't informed, right? And that's the thing. So sometimes people aren't educated on everything. Yeah. So. Yeah.
Rosie, you do not want to Google Hulk Hogan and controversy.
Yeah.
I do not advise that at all.
Yeah. Trophies away, I don't think is the thing. I think it's like, what do you stand like? Tell us what you stand for football, right? Tell me what you stand for football, and this is in general. Like when I say football, that's going to be Argentinian Football Federation. That's going to be FIFA. That's going to be CONMEBOL or whoever is running Copa America. That's going to be FIFA as well. You go all the way up the chain. Now you've got Chelsea. You've got all these other players from other teams. Like, does it look good when Enzo puts on that Chelsea shirt? Yeah. Does it look good? All right.
I don't know. Rosie and Stefan would come in here and it'd turn into a discussion on politics.
Yeah, well, you started it, and that's why I was trying to skip over that comment. You
you
opened.
No,
you know what you did?
You
know what you did? You know what you did? You took the key. You had the key in your hand, and you left it in the lock.
Yeah, but I just want to do a few jokes on Hogan doing the thing.
And then you left. So Rosie and Stefan walk by. There's a key in the door. Dude, they're going in. You left the door. You didn't even leave it ajar. You left the key in the lock, man.
I just want to do a few jokes about Hogan.
No, you can't do that. Nah.
But then,
maybe you leave a window upstairs and they have to work to get there. But no, dude, you left the key in the lock, walked away. Then you told them, look, I'll be away for a bit. Dude, they're going in. They went in. You did it. You started it. I was trying to skip over it. But, this is the road trip. We go where we go sometimes, right? So we talk football, but then we'll go somewhere else as well, because it is Saturday.
You've never disagreed with her because she's a bird, Stefan.
Yeah. There you go. Spencer has joined us. Yeah, people aren't informed. Yeah, it's an educational thing sometimes. They talk about education a lot. The dumbing of America, the dumbing of anybody, gets them to do what you want. Everybody knows this, all right? Everybody knows this. Yeah. Yes. Rosie's arrange a bird. Okay.
It's funny that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's this. You know what? It's sometimes you just don't want to know everything about everyone. All right. All right.
That's the problem with social media. You know
Yeah.
too much about people you don't really
Yeah.
have no business knowing about.
Yeah. Sometimes you need to know it, or sometimes you don't, because that's like it's like too much. When I say it's too much information, like who do we say that's probably too much information to? Who do we say this to?
Oh, Tony Turner. Every
Yes.
time.
We tell them, dude, too much information. I really didn't need to know. That's what cool. It's cool. That's it. I mean, I'm. It's all right that you feel you can give that to me, but I don't need to know that sometimes. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And this is where it goes. See, Papua New Guinea. Yeah, 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 yeah. So now Brownie's gonna bring it home. This is gonna finish this off. Chelsea, known for doing basically being like, yeah, not a good team. Yeah, yeah. And look at those. That's only like 50 years ago. Some of that stuff, right? 50 years ago, and we're still trying to, not getting any better, not changing for the better. Not changing for the better. Yeah. It's a time. This doesn't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. There you go, Tony. I don't care.
Well,
Yes.
I do carry the internet in my pocket for like 23 hours a day. So yeah, I suppose that is true. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So we went off. We went off like we usually did. Road got a little bumpy. We all. I looked over and I could see the cliff edge. Not good. We got back in, getting back more in inland, away from the cliffs, and here we go. Yeah. 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 I don't. I
Why are you
think
trying to
it.
make Vargav sad, Gary?
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to do that. I'm just trying to. Let's move away. Let's move back into some football. Yeah. You like Italian?
Uh, that it has its moments.
Calafiori is joining Arsenal. Arsenal once again has picked up another defender. They picked up a goalkeeper earlier in the season in the window. Not really picked him up, but they did sign one officially now. But now and they went out and got a defender for the back line. And we still have holes to fill, but Calafiori coming in gives us some serious help on the left side and hopefully defensively, maybe in the middle. Yeah, as Stanford and Spencer's going to bring it. Political parties are just wings on the same bird. It's adorable when people trust the opposite party. All about the money. I don't even know where that went from the bird to the money, but yeah, the flow
This is
there was a little.
fascinating. How can you say that about Spencer with Stefan and Rosie here, and they only talk about politics? It's
I didn't say anything
fascinating.
bad. Did I say anything bad about it? I
No,
just said I don't know how.
no Brownie's comment.
Oh. Don't let Tom drive. Tom's been Tom. Tom. We've been trying to get the keys back from Mr. Tom. He has a spares. Every time we take one, he pulls out another one. So
Let
the
Ryan
man's
in
always
so
driving.
I can tell you the information that I
All right.
know
So
about.
here we go. So
I looked
welcome
up the
to the
chicken
show,
wings
Ryan.
thing.
Uh,
Hello.
yeah, and yeah,
Hello, Ryan.
Brownie, who brings
Oh, yeah.
up all the crap that he brings up, talking about Spencer. Brownie, dude, look in the mirror. Come on.
This is the brownie that said Gareth Bale to Cardiff as his swan song. Ends up in LA.
That should have happened though.
Money's money, isn't it?
It certainly is. I mean, to be fair, he won there. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And Colonel Ward, he's going after. You know what? He said, "Screw it. I'm not going after one person. I'm going against everyone. Everyone takes all the bullets. He's going after all of us."
No, he's not going after everyone. Why has he mentioned Derby County specifically? Because he knows I hate them. Because Derby County are the cause of the worst moment of my footballing life. That playoff semi-final. Oh, it was it was awful. Sorry. Oh, I still have nightmares about it. Anyway, sorry. So I did my research on chicken wings.
Oh, God.
Apparently, chicken wings have their origins in the Mediterranean region around the 5th century BC, where people cooked them to use all parts of the chicken, obviously, which then spread to other cultures where different flavours and cooking methods developed. For example, the buffalo wing originated in 1964, obviously in Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
I do
Robot
like buffalo
and a
wings. They
robot?
tend to be the
I don't
biggest
know.
ones.
I don't know.
So.
And Sam, I don't know if this is a good thing or not for you, Ryan, but
Oh my God, he's basically technically Arsene Wenger's first signing when he arrived in '97.
okay.
I don't know if that's good or bad when it comes to Sam.
It's a very pre-double kit, isn't it?
Yeah, 97, 98 kit. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna go to some football chatter. Stephen asks, Timber, what happens to him? Personally, I think Timber is just going to be. You know what? We always talk about having depth and players that can maybe dethrone other players. He's just another player that now has a chance to take a spot if he's good enough, if he's healthy enough, and all of that. I know we've seen him at left back. We know he plays well there. We know he plays well as a right back. Hey.
This is the thing. When we signed Timber, he was a right back technically at Ajax. And obviously, people need to obviously not forget he is still coming back from an ACL injury, so he's not going to be. He doesn't obviously need competition and that depth. And I do think now this is getting done and over the line. I do think Zinchenko will be phased out this season. We won't see much of him unless absolutely necessary.
Yep. Yeah, we need to move on, right? We need to move on, and
we've now got three players that are not technically left backs that can play left back and defend better than the actual left back that is Zinchenko.
Yes, yeah.
So,
when it was telling when Tomiyasu actually moved up the pitch and actually had and put in a nice ball. I think it was to Havertz, right, for a goal that we scored, right? To say like, look, that's something I can say. That's what Vinny's supposed to do for us, right? He's supposed to do things that you go, that turned into a goal, like bang bang goal. Yeah. When does he do that?
That is.
I don't know. What is the role of that position that he's supposed to play? What is the results of it? I don't see that either. Yeah, Brownie's contacts, guys, stay away from Brownie's contacts. All right.
Just like the contacts that said Partey no go to Arsenal. Hassan Alwa is a go, and it was the way round. How did that work out, by the way?
He's got a memory like a steel trap.
Yeah, the Colonel Ward probably got it. This is the context that
he made that in the chat before. I saw his comment before. Oh, Gareth Bale is his only mistake. But hang on, we can put a list if you want.
Yeah.
People generally will only bring up their successes.
Yeah.
Which is the way to go. In all fairness.
Well, here's a question for you, and I don't know who this is. What world-class signings are available out there? The only one really was Mbappe in my eyes. World class, like that, like his level. Like everybody else is getting there, right? They're world class talents, but are they world class signings? Like in that
I'll
sense?
get his point here. Basically, but based on the standing that you talk about Arsenal in, not you specifically.
You said you. So your first thought was right. You're pointing with two fingers. That's you. That's you.
Well, no, because Ryan's here also, and he does it too. So I'm pointing at you both. Anyway, it's quite handy. Thank you for showing up, Ryan. So that was handy. Put it another way. If you're such a big club, and you are a big club, like that is on the table. You are a massive football club. I shouldn't even have to say that. But the fact is, why can't you go after who you want and unsettle players by basically wanting them to play for you? Like Real Madrid decide they want a player. he becomes a Real Madrid player generally sooner
When's,
rather than later.
what player has Real Madrid brought in that you like? Mbappe is not a good example in my eyes
He's a great example
because he wanted to come. He wanted to come. Like they didn't like go. All right, I think Mbappe. I think you should become a Real Madrid. No, that's not what happened there.
But that's
Like,
the
tell me a
club.
player that Real Madrid has brought in because you brought them up. That Real Madrid knocked on the door. They heard a different knock, and then
Jude Bellingham. Basically, everyone
ran.
in their squad that's not from their academy, generally speaking.
Yeah.
Camavinga, Endrick, who's joining as well. They've got a wealth of talent up front. I don't even know how they're going to field the team that they've got.
Yeah.
But my point is basically, why haven't Arsenal gone, we want, like this was, like you tried it 10 years ago, we want a Zaha sort of thing. Crystal Palace sat there and went, all right, show us some money. And basically you were like, well, we're a big club. You should sell us Zaha. And they were like, yeah, but we've just got 200 million from the Premier League for a TV deal. So why don't you give us most of your 200 million? I mean, you weren't going to do that because that would be silly. But the point is...
So it's not a good example then, right?
It's a great example. It's a great example.
You just nullified your own example by telling us
that's why it doesn't work in the same way. Because you couldn't use your financial muscle over other teams because everyone gets the same money in the Premier League.
Financial muscle means nothing. Equal. Heritage does, right?
But you should use that more. Is more my.
I think Arsenal should. They don't talk about that enough. Right? We need to add to our 13 trophies here. We need to add to our 14 trophies there. We need to get an international, a European presence. You need to be part of that. You want to be part of that, don't you? That's not how they're. I don't think that's how they're selling this. They're not selling this. Yeah.
I suppose it poses a question from me of if you could improve one area of the pitch, like one position, what would it be? I'll ask that question a lot. But it's the best question to ask, like because you always improve on your worst player, and then over time you get better in general because of that. So on the pitch, where if you could buy one player. In a position on the pitch, what is your weakest link in the starting 11?
Striker.
Okay.
Striker, like we need like a big bump, like we need a Holland bump. We need, that's why the Victors are big answers to that. But the thing is, they don't come with Haaland numbers and Haaland presence. There is no, like Mbappe would have been that player, but he wasn't coming. Right, so you go for number. That would be now you're going for second. You're going for the next level down. Right, which Osman no, Bucharest no. In terms of like where they stand, or like is their presence, and like for me anyways, is their presence gonna bump us to that level? They're not world class. So what world class striker out there is available? Harry Kane. We know, like I think what he's shown in international, with the England shirt on, is that I think he's getting older, right? He's showing that he's at football. Age comes and gets you no matter what. Shows that he's not the same guy anymore. You're not going to get. Would you get like if he joined Arsenal right now, and the way he played, would he get us? Would he get that 30-goal mark that everybody wants to see? He's not playing Arteta's way. All right. So like if Harry Kane came to Arsenal today, would he get the 30 goals that we want out of our world-class striker? Nobody's answering. I don't know.
I don't get why you ain't looking at Patrick Bamford.
Okay, well, you said world-class. You didn't say we class. There's a big difference.
You didn't say bottom of the barrel.
We didn't say crap class. We didn't,
He's gonna win the FIFA golden shoe this year though, probably.
The FIFA golden shoe. What is that?
In 2017.
Goal of the year.
Yes, Giroud won it in 2017. And
who won it in 2017?
Giroud against a scorpion kick against Palace.
Oh, the one where you had all the momentum, and then the most important thing to him was celebrating it instead of getting
No,
the
the
ball
game
back
after.
on the
The
halfway
game
line.
after. The game after we played Bournemouth, he did it again slightly, but then started messing about with the celebration at 3-3. Yes.
Yeah, because you were 3-0 down. I remember
Yeah,
it.
no.
Because I remember thinking that's a great goal, Olivier. Go and get your ass back on the halfway line. But instead, he was fucking prancing around here's me looking like
you know,
a
it was,
swan.
but that was a good comeback, wasn't it? Though that was a good comeback. No.
It was a great comeback, but you could have
won. It would have been better if we didn't waste
time.
No,
I get that.
We didn't waste time going, look at me, I did 2 in 2 games. Woohoo, woohoo, woohoo.
I genuinely
believe a whole minute.
On that game, had you gotten the ball straight away and put it on the halfway line.
You know what? That's when because you're putting pressure on them, right? And that's what that was the nice thing about when he came off the bench. You knew something was going to happen, and you knew he was going to get a touch in a dangerous position on the pitch. You knew it. It happened every damn time. Comes on 85 minutes, it doesn't matter. 80 minutes, doesn't matter. You know he's going to get at least one touch, you know, being down by that much and then him coming on. Yes. Yeah. Musiala would be is Musiala, where would Musiala play?
This is the thing, he does play more of the Odegaard in that Odegaard pocket. So he wouldn't, if he came to Arsenal, he'd be playing the competition to a captain. Yeah. Which we've already got Smith Rowe. Look, Smith Rowe's on the verge of going at the door, apparently.
Yeah.
Come to a half-hour fan base.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think Smith Rowe and Kedia and Nelson need to they need to for themselves they need to move on.
Definitely need to go.
Yeah.
For
me, ESR, I think we need like more answers than questions. He's still giving us questions. All right.
Yeah. But the difference between the three of them, obviously with Smith Rowe, was you did have these massive injuries. He then had the surgery to fix it. And as soon as he's come out from that surgery, Arteta just throws him out basically, no matter what. Yeah. He doesn't get. He's not been given, especially last season. Didn't get. He was available. He wasn't injured at all last season, but wasn't given the game time, which he desperately needed to get that run, that fitness, that form. Yeah. So he can still contribute to the squad. Whereas Eddie had the minutes, he had the time, he didn't use it. This is Eddie Nketiah hasn't scored an away goal for how long? They need 2 seasons now.
Yeah. Well, they keep moving the goals on him. You know, the away goals. They keep moving them. That's why he can't score them. They keep moving them. Can't put them in other places except for Emirates Field, for some Emirates Stadium. So that's why you don't like it. I don't like when they move the goals on them.
No, he can only score against the Yorkshire teams in Sheffield.
Yeah, Nico Williams, world class, not yet, but is he going to make a difference for us on the left? Oof, it'd be nice to see.
Competition again. It's competition again for Martinelli. Kick up the arse. Yeah, because he dropped off. Let's be honest, he dropped off last season. Martinelli. Maybe he's because obviously he got a bit too comfortable. Maybe thinking, "Oh, that's my position." Yeah, we've got Trossard, but Trossard's different to what I am. If we brought someone in that's similar in terms of pace and runs and takes it to the byline and cuts inside and does all what Nico does, he might go, "Oh, I'm at threat of being kicked out of the club here," and go bang.
I think that with the players that they're bringing up, they're not the world class players that are going to put us over the edge. They're players that are getting there.
They're getting there, yeah. But it's just the thing that in terms of the list of world class in the positions that we need to address, there's not many out there, if any. Haaland's at Man City, and even then he had an off season last year, but that's to his own standards. And Mbappe's gone to Real Madrid, and if everyone knew if they even dared into the race, they didn't have a chance because he's always said, "My childhood dream, Real Madrid, Real Madrid, Real Madrid," and Madrid jumped on it straight away.
Yeah,
it's been an ongoing saga for God knows how long. Thankfully, it's over, but and that's the thing. Out of them, in terms of strikers, outside of them too, and in the chat, who do people consider a world-class striker now, aside from them 2 players I just mentioned?
I was trying to save that comment for later because I know you're gonna have comments on that. Mr. Tom, what's a world-class striker out there that's available outside of Bamford, of course?
You could say Eddie. You watch.
Oh, sorry. Did I not say Eddie as well? Not Eddie and Bamford are off the list because we know.
No, what you should actually do is instruct your players to pass the ball to Eddie. Because that's
he's on the
something that
bench.
doesn't happen when he's on the
If we
pitch.
pass it to Eddie, he's on the bench. It's just, why are we kicking the ball out for?
Well, maybe they try to when they get under pressure, but they give away throwing if you try that. But that's the rules of football. Don't know if you know that, Gary. But seriously, when Eddie's on the pitch, give him the ball more. He can make magic happen, which he did.
Hey, you know what? If he runs and gets into the box and shows some presence there, yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe that
Eddie
would happen.
scored on his Leeds debut, so you won't hear me slagging him off.
Yeah. How many years ago was that, Mr. Tom?
We're
all about the presence here on the road trip.
You are not all about the presence.
I'm all about the presence right now.
Nah, this is live.
Nah.
All I ever hear
you go back. You know what? Hey, Ryan, you want to hear something about the past?
Not really.
Who's one of the best strikers Arsenal's ever had?
One of the best is obviously Thierry Henry, Alan Smith.
Stop right there. Let's wait for it. 3, 2, 1. Mr. Tommy, any comments?
Sorry. I thought you were. Who are you talking about? Sorry,
you want to say it again, Ryan? Because if you didn't hear it, say it louder this time.
I can show you. One sec. Bear with me a sec. I'll break my neck.
Do the police know you've got those pictures on your hands?
This man here. Do you remember that goal as well? It was a great night.
Hello. There's a gentleman with pornographic materials in his house. I think you should consider investigating his hard drive.
Like I said, there's I just have to say a name and it brings up emotions in you, and you start to cry. I don't want you to cry though.
Yeah,
there's the man right there. Are you cursing under your breath? Is that? I think that's what happened. You were cursing under your breath. I can't catch all the words, but I think I got some of them. Not good. Not.
I think it's like you wait till you fuckers play in the FA Cup third round next season.
I'm convinced that draw was fixed. There was a time period where it was like there were two fucking magnets, where it was like.
Oh boy.
Racism.
All right. So I talked a little bit about Calafiori when we started, Rosie. I think great pickup for Arsenal. As if we're not strong enough on defense, we got another player to add to the mix now. Play left back, play center back if we need it on the left side. So we're great there. We got cover, and we have a player who can compete for starting minutes. And we need a player like that. Gabriel shouldn't have to play all 38 matches. In the Premier League, we got Champions League. What is Champions League? 10 matches? Is that what it is now, or is it 8? I think it's 8. 8, right? 4 and 4.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So 2 extra matches in Champions League. You're gonna want to win all of those because it's all about where you stand in the in the table. So yeah. Ryan Calafiori. So you don't. So do you like Italian now, or are you? Yeah, are you? I know you don't like Spanish food anymore. So.
No, I love Italian. Brilliant. No, all jokes aside, like paella to piss off, all that crap. No, again, it seems a good player. I'm not going to sit here and say I watch Italian football week in, week out because I don't. But from what I saw, the glimpse of what I saw from it in the Euros, looks the right player. Still, he's young, so he's got years in him. If it works and all that, and again, it's because until we see him play in an Arsenal shirt and see what, particularly in terms of consistent wise, where position he's going to be playing, left back or centre back, he's either going to be competition for Gabriel at centre back, or as we mentioned already. He's now going to help phase out Zinchenko and provide that competition for Timber for the left back role with Tomiyasu just there, just in case, sort of thing. because obviously Tomiyasu is more of a, like Timber, getting right-sided and all that. But yeah, I've got no complaints. Again, I think I'm agreeing with you that enough defenders now. We've got enough defenders. We've got enough. In terms of us, in terms of we got two squads. We've got a backline sort. We've got two backup. We've got two goalkeepers. One of them I don't like because we've got the entire back four and a second choice back four that's good enough to compete in terms of if one drops out, they can come in. It won't be that drop off massively. Not what we've seen in years gone by. With like staff, like Koscielny, Mertesacker, and the Staffy, and God knows who else. But the drop off, you can tell the drop off straight away. Where I don't think you'll be able to tell the drop off as of immediate as that. Yeah, I think we do need to address midfield in terms of at least get a midfielder in, because Thomas Partey, he's not getting any younger. Let's be honest. He got no minutes last year. He's not reliable anymore. His fitness is on the floor, if it's true. So we do need to address. That's something we've got to address this summer, because next summer if we don't do it this summer, we'll be addressing two midfielders next summer, because Jorginho will probably retire, if not go back to Italy for a year before he retires or whatever, and try and get the striker in. We do need. That's the two main things we need to go and do now. But defender-wise, we're good. In terms of actual defenders, we are good now. No more defenders. I want no more links at anyone. Centre back wise, right back, right wing back, in red this way and that way. No, enough's enough. Let's focus on the other key areas in our squad to get us, hopefully get us over the line come May next year.
All right, we'll give you 30 seconds to comment on this, and then we'll move on, because you don't really have much to say on this.
Yes, I love you. No, everyone, again, as I say, everyone knows my thoughts on that whole situation, and it hasn't changed. This is a guy who's meant to be the greatest thing since sliced bread, can't get ahead of Simeone in the Spain national team. Oh, but Ryan, he had the number one jersey of Spain, but did he play? Barring a passing game where it was like they'd qualified him already at the group stages, and it was just there just to play basically for 90 minutes of football. But hey, we've spent the money now. He's here. We've got to suck it up for another year before this time next year. We're talking there, sitting there going, right, this is the goal we're linked with this time. This is how long he lasts. Let's put the odds on. Is it a sweepstake? Because again, it seems to be a pattern with Mikel. 2 years, new goalkeeper. 2 years, no goalkeepers. And this time next year, no matter what we do down this season, win the title or not, we're going to be looking for a new goalkeeper next year. We're going by the pattern of what Arteta does. But I don't agree. My main thing with this whole situation, I don't agree how it was dealt with in terms of suddenly out of nowhere, David Ray's available, let's go and get him now. We didn't need to. That's one area last time. I think me and you do agree on this. That's one area we didn't need to address last year. We had, obviously, Ram said, we had Matt Turner. I know Matt Turner wanted first team football, but we had capable goalkeepers, with all due respect. Even if Matt Turner went, we didn't have to go and get another number one. And I didn't like, as I say, I didn't like the way it was handled in terms of, I want competition for all areas, this, that, and the other. He hasn't been replaced. He's still got to have a chance this season. The only games he played since after he got dropped was against Brentford because of the loan factor. And then people were expecting him to come in and be, well, hey, look at me, like, as in not make mistakes and not look fatigued. But look, it is, as I say, it is what it is. We've spent £27 million, which I didn't want us to spend on David. We've spent it. We've got to suck it up now, but we'll be here. I guarantee we'll be here next year. Say the same thing about a new goalkeeper coming in. I've always said, if it had been a goalkeeper that was leaps and bounds ahead of Aaron, I'm not sitting, no matter how it's dealt with, I wouldn't be sitting there complaining. Because you've gotten upgraded in that position. Fair enough, that's cool. For me, David Raya is the Spanish version of Aaron, just slightly better with his feet. Barring that, Aaron's actually better with crosses compared to David.
Yeah. They have their pluses and minuses, but we needed somebody with all the answers across the board.
This is what I'm saying. We knew this. As I say, there's pluses and there's negatives and positives in both, and that's why I say David really isn't an upgrade from what we already had. Yeah. Yes, you got. And I know people are going to fun chat or whatever. Oh, but he won the gold. He won the Golden Glove.
Yeah.
I mean, if you had the defence that he had in front of him, you'd win the Golden Glove. We could get Richard right out of retirement, put him in between the sticks for a season, and he'd win the Golden Glove with that back four in front of him.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Steven's on your side.
Anyway, let's move on before I keep...
Yeah. You can talk about that. And I know they went in on you. Rosie went in on you, Mr. Tom.
Which time?
This one here.
Listen to the Leeds fans. Yeah, but she also then said, oh, where are you going to be in the Premier League this year? Because we're second in the SPL. I'm like, well done. You're second in, you've finished second 12 years out of 13 in a league where it's a 2-team league. Congratulations.
Shots fired. Man went after you. Got receipts and everything.
Tom ignores she's Scottish, so don't know anything about football anyway.
I know. I can't help myself.
Yeah. You know,
their country can't even get to group stages. God.
Yeah. Brownie, to some degree, I think you're right about Martinelli, and that's why he needs to.
Competitively, it is, Rosie.
Oh,
unless you want to talk about the year that you actually finished third in this 2-team league. So, there you go.
Yeah. Now, what was I going to say? Yeah, Brownie, in terms of Martinelli, I think they have found it. That's where coaching comes in. He needs to find another trick. That's on the coaching and that's on the player, right? He needs to get better at that. If he looks on the other side of the pitch, Saka has to do something different every time because guess what? He doesn't see the same thing every time.
I just think that Martinelli got a bit cocksure of himself, thinking, yeah, we've got Trossard here that could give somewhat competition for it. He's not direct. Like me, I'm my own sort of player. Obviously, Mikel will prefer me over Trossard long term. I'll be okay. I genuinely do think we need to get someone in that's just like him, that's going to do that, has that pace, takes to the byline, cuts in, does all the trickery that he does and more to get him his head at his backside and go, oh yeah, I've got competition here. I'm actually at a big club that wants to win things, and can't afford for me to drop off.
True.
I don't think it's about him being found out because literally on his day he can still run rings around people. It's just that literally he's just got a bit cocksure himself. And yes, it's a 2-team league. That's it. You've got 12 teams in it, but 2 teams only compete. Rosie.
Yeah. If Arsenal can get 50 between the two, Middlesbrough Row and Nketiah, I think that would be really good. Having them sit on the bench for the next 2-3 years, wasted their time.
In terms of Palace,
we literally beat Rangers in midweek.
Uh-oh.
So I don't know what's being discussed here.
To be fair, Sam's actually backing you up and saying Championship is better than the SPL.
It is.
It's more competitive. It's literally more competitive.
Yeah.
There you go. Doesn't matter. Our kids are better than yours. You get European funding apparently.
Yeah.
So why haven't you put it to better use in your academy, Rosie? Did you churn out an Archie Gray?
They haven't even got a stadium for the next season anyway. Start of it anyway. They've got to go to the national stadium for most of it.
So Pizza Hut sponsors. There you go. Not even Pizza Hut. Somewhere in Scotland. Oh.
We're not in the EPL, Rosie. We've been through this. We're not in it because we're shit.
They're taking some time out. They're taking a couple of years out. They'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully better prepared under new ownership.
Yeah.
We are not in the EPL because we can't win at Wembley.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gave me Southampton, you bastards.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, Brownie. I mean, if you had Man City in your league, it wouldn't be. You take Man City at the Premier League, it would be a more competitive league. But you got Man City doing what they've done and cheating wise or not, and we're all playing catch up, and then we still can't get fucking near the bastards because they've got loopholes. FC. Anyway, what about Cardiff? What about Cardiff trying to get out of the league again? Only if you only to go turn your kits red again. Yes, but over the last rugby, it's definitely the best league in the world apart from one season. I wonder what season that was. That wouldn't be the COVID season, would it?
Yeah, championship is more competitive. There's a lot more.
Because it was at stake. That's the thing. Because it was at stake. There's that. Most of that league is made up of ex-Premier League clubs that want to get back to the Premier League.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Ipswich
true,
came back.
Rosie?
Ipswich
Sorry,
came
Rob.
back from League One, and then first season back in the Championship after 6-7 years, they were pushing. They were doing their bit, even with all the finances they're up against, to get themselves back in the Prem. Because that's the golden nugget, basically, the financial golden nugget for all these clubs that want to come back up. Where the Premier League is, we're getting big TV money every year, but unless you're Man City, you're not going to win nothing because Man City's Man City. It seems like that anyway. But you've had Liverpool try it, and now you've got Arsenal trying to do it and break that mold of piss off Man City and have our own time, basically. But it is what it is. We'll see.
And for those who have a bingo card, Brownie has brought up Man City's cheating in a video. So there you go.
Farmers League, of course.
Farmers League, yes. When you win what is it? You win 5 out of 7. Yeah.
I need to create a bingo card of phrases that people say about football, and obviously Farmers League would definitely be on it. Ronaldo
Farmers
and
League.
Messi.
115 cheating, yes.
115.
Two team league and SPL.
Yeah, SPL dog shit, of course, as one sentence, because one word goes with the other, of course.
Fraudiola, don't forget that.
Yeah.
Can anyone else suggest any?
Yeah.
Fraudiola, Fraudgate.
Oh, Bald Fraud.
That's it, the Bald Fraud.
And Enzo, the Bald Fraud Junior.
Yeah.
The new Chelsea manager.
Yeah. No, we've hit the.
Bald Fraud.
I would say we hit the 90-minute mark, so we're gonna start making our descent. Get ready. It's almost lunchtime for me, so I'm gonna need to eat. So so what is this going after? Scotland at the level of Trinidad and Tobago.
Popular one. Did you think of that all by yourself, Rosie? Okay.
Yeah, and I guess Stefan loves the SPL. So
the weeks that Celtic win, obviously, which is most of them. It'd be lovely if they invested some of their Champions League income into players that could actually win matches in the Champions League.
This will be interesting for Stefan next season. Who does he pick? Premier League Ipswich, Celtic, Barcelona. Who's his pick of the week, basically?
Whichever one does better, clearly.
So not Ipswich,
on that particular week.
Ipswich. Uh-oh. Gary, control the wee man. He's piping up. You're getting a little too loud there, young
I'm
buck.
very pipey. I pipe up a lot.
Hey, Stefan agrees with you. Yeah. Yes. Oh, look at this. Rosie goes in on all the English.
With the crap managers we had, and that's a key word, had. He's no longer with us. Thank fuck. At least he's gone. At least we got to a final twice. You can't even get at the group stages with your greatest manager of your generation. Just saying.
There you go. So it's only Ipswich and Celtic. So there you go. So he'll be crying on Sundays and maybe a little happy on Saturdays. Yes. I don't know when Celtics.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah. Wee man syndrome. Oh man, she just got all in. Rosie's got him.
What is this? What is this £5 business?
I don't know.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just Is that a price list? I don't know.
I don't know what's going on
Too far?
there.
Too far? Okay, fine.
No idea. That's the same. I have no idea.
It comes up a lot, but I'm like, that's obviously an in-joke that I'm not privy to.
Yeah, I don't, is it getting blocked? I don't know what that is. So, yeah. Yes.
Oh, it's ES. I thought it was £5. I thought it was a £5 note. Not five. No, pound
the
symbol.
dollar sign, yeah.
£5. Yeah.
The
Didn't realise to see. Oh, she's a champion in Spain. I wonder why she'd do that.
I wonder why. I can't think why. I mean, her and Mark supported like 20 countries in that Euros, basically.
Yeah.
Or in England.
Oh, you gotta give. Here's a joke for you. Here's a joke, Mr. Tom.
All right. My next door neighbour died from eating too much licorice. His family and I are going through all sorts. Licorice, all sorts.
Ay. Yes, Rosie is Spanish today. All right.
Are you ready for my Michael Jackson joke of the week?
I don't think no. I'm never ready for that. I don't think anybody's ready for that. FCC, mute. Hit the mute button for me. All right, go ahead. The lawyers are out the room. I don't even know why am I even embellishing this.
This is where you get a lawsuit from the actual Jackson family.
See, Steph, yeah. Oh boy. And as a question is Mbappe, Brownie.
Really, Brownie.
My uncle has the heart of a lion. There you go. All right, Mr.
All right.
Tom, can we say what
right.
you got to say so we can get out of here soon?
Did you know Gary Glitter was going to speak at the eulogy about Michael Jackson's greatest achievements? But they also hoped he'd touch on his music career also.
Yeah, I think the lawsuit's coming.
Oh boy. Yeah. All right, Ryan. Thanks for joining us. Talk to the people. Tell them hi, bye, and where else they can see you.
Yeah, thanks for having me on, brief as it was. Appreciate it. I'll be back midweek. Basically, I've had pretty much near enough a week off now, recovering from the Euro disappointment and all that. And as I say, we're back on. I think it's Wednesday morning. Early Thursday morning at 3 in the UK time for Arsenal's first game of pre-season against Bournemouth. Which, by the way, Arsenal aren't going to show us. I got an email today saying pay for all 4 games, or the 4 to 5 games in pre-season, being Liverpool, United, and the 2 Emirates Cup games for $9.99. No mention of Bournemouth, so that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
But
ESPN will show it over here. So
yeah, I'll find a way.
It's like 10:40. That's so. I mean, it's so late even for me. That's late.
Well, about to say, if you want to pop on as well, because obviously it'll be more suited to your time frame as well. You're free. You're more than welcome to come on. But yeah, I'll be doing that. About half hour before kickoff. About 3 in the bloody morning for me. Yeah, I'm gonna be dead. And then the weekend I've got Man United. Is it Man United on the weekend? So yeah, I've got a few watch-alongs coming up, a few bits and pieces. I think Liam's going to start doing his show next week as well. He's with G and all that, start for the new season. Apart from that, that's you also find me on Twitter at the Mr. Arsenal Pod on there, and basically that's it really.
Cool. Thank you, and Mr. Tom.
I was looking at your fixtures. You play at 3:30 on Wednesday night, Thursday morning in the UK, 1 a.m. Saturday night, Sunday morning, yeah, looking like that, and then 12:30 midnight on a Wednesday night. Basically, just great stuff for people that are insomniacs and can't sleep. At least it's not 5 a.m. like it was last year.
Oh, last year. Well, it turned out to be 5 a.m. because the delay wasn't there, but it's a massive an hour's delay.
Yeah.
Put it this way, obviously, for everyone that doesn't know, go back and watch. It was Arsenal Barcelona watching in pre-season. It had me, Gary, and Mr. Tom, and you see Tom's background. We actually saw daylight come into your room at one point before you went off to sleep.
No, I was if I remember rightly, I'd just done the wrestling show, and then I
Yeah.
popped on when that finished because it finished around the time that your match started. If I remember rightly, I basically sleepwalked to leave the show, and
Yeah.
I feel I was dying in my chair, to be honest.
Yeah, we got one more joke, Mr. Tom, before we get out of here.
Chris Nix's wife is leaving him tomorrow because he loves Wham. He told her to wake him up before he goes.
All right, Mr. Tom, say hi, bye.
Yeah,
to
have a good
everybody.
night, everyone. Have a good rest of your Saturday. To everyone except Stefan and Rosie, of course. That's rude of me. That's rude of me. But in all seriousness, have a good night, everyone. And so I was watching this thing about scam calls, and it made me laugh because of the people that they YouTube themselves like taking these scam calls and then they waste their time. It's amusing. You should watch it. It's great. Just saying.
Cool.
I'm not good enough to do it though myself because I'd probably stupidly like actually give them the details and then they could have the stuff.
Then you're off.
All right, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We'll be back on Monday. Hopefully talking about, hopefully the next signing. Actually, Arsenal will be in California. Wherever is it? California? I think they stopped first, so they'll be in California, probably practicing and all of that stuff. So we will talk about that in preparation for their game against Bournemouth on Wednesday night over here. Next Saturday, Mr. Tom will probably be doing a show with whoever decides to join him. All right, I'm going to be traveling, so
you're not going to be around for the trip on Monday night.
No. Saturday.
Oh.
The road trip, the next road trip.
Oh yeah, I'll waste all your time next Saturday. Yeah.
There you go. So Mr. Tom will be here to chat with you guys. Califiore Dreaming. Oh, you meant California Dreaming. Yes, Califiore Dreaming is also privy to is also a good one. So we'll see you guys later. We'll see you on Monday. Saturday, like I said, it'll probably be Mr. Tom running the show. I might, if I wanted to see how bad the show's going, I'll jump in, try and save it before
it's taken damn well you get more viewership on shows that I'm running. You know damn well.
Yeah, because you bring on people that don't want to show up with me because they don't like, because you give them freedom for some reason. Like I hold them back. I don't hold anybody back. I'll let you on the damn show. But anyways, we will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining us. If you haven't already, hit the like, subscribe, and all of that, and we'll be back on the next one. Where is this outro I got? Here we go. See you guys. Enjoy.
Life is a journey. Don't waste your trip. There you go.